Can quantity really overcome strength? This is Jumoni, a natural predator, equipped with devastating jaws. When he stepped into the territory of 10,000 hungry ant, will he survive? This is the ultimate survival instinct test. Absolute power versus sheer quantity. Deep in the steamy rainforests of Southeast Asia, the evolutionary paths of Juman B and Wei B are completely different. Evolved to choose a single power for Juman B, and Wei B lives by numbers. Why the same environment will give rise to these two extreme survival strategies? On the decaying leaf litter, giant ant, like a black and red armored warrior. His every bite is as sharp as steel pliers. Each individual is a moving fortress. Next to them are crowds, small as dust. When they gather, it's a carpet of living ants, devouring everything on the forest floor. To understand why they are so different, we've got to go back tens of millions of years. It was an age of dinosaurs, a world where any mistake can lead to extinction. The advent of flowering plants triggered the explosive growth of pollinating insects. This allowed the ancestors of the ants to release, abandon solitary flight life. Instead, they form extreme societies underground. Those first ant ancestors were called hell ants. Their jaws grow vertically, like reverse ivory. But when the world changes, hell is gone. It's not because they're weak. It's because they have nowhere else to go. From the ruins, smaller, more agile ants survived. About 80 to 17 million years ago. Climate change. Forests become denser. Food also becomes scattered. Since then, the strongest no longer survive. Only the most adaptable survive. Ancient ant colonies are forced to make a choice. Or get bigger. To hunt bigger prey. Reduce competition at the bottom. Or get smaller. Utilize dispersed food sources and multiply faster. The offshoots of gamma B were chosen to increase body size, individual strength, but reduced quantity. And the branch of vibe is chosen to be reduced in size, increase numbers, and engage in superclass differentiation. Jumengbi chooses the elite warrior route. Large and thick, possessing the power to perpetuate evil and brutality. They don't have a big B population, but stable and resilient. Like special forces composed entirely of elite soldiers. Wei Yi, on the other hand, played a quantity game. Tiny males are born at lightning speed. And the big-headed soldier bee can crush everything in its path. They don't need each individual to be powerful. Pure numbers get the job done. In the forest, a dubia cockroach is looking for food. Unfortunately, this cockroach has broken into a nest of Wei Yi. Signs of an intruder detected. Wei Yi can quickly dispatch to pursue. The chase begins. Cockroaches desperately escape, and it was flooding under his feet. And one boldly climbs onto the back of the cockroach and launch attacks. The frightened cockroach realizes escape is the only option. Wei Yi won't keep chasing to the end. They deployed a network of hundreds of ants. But this time the cockroaches were lucky. Successfully escaped this deadly trap. However, true conflict is inevitable. It was food and territory. On a wet night after a rain, expanded their feeding routes for a group. Entered the marked area of Juman. For Wei Yi, this is just a paragraph. Rotting tree roots are a perfect source of food. But for the giant ant, this is an important defensive point. This overlap is a declaration of war without words. When I found out, the battle has begun. A group of great warriors of giant ants rushed ahead. Every bite, it seems to be enough to tear everything in front of you. But from below the foliage, it gushed out like a living liquid. Like spreading in all directions. According to Meng Yi, take the lead. A quick charge, a decisive bite. An opponent falls. The power is so great that everyone that gets hit instantly shatter. But then, thousand needles tactics take effect. Hundreds of boat chairs climb onto the legs of the giant ants. Abdominal and neck joints. They can't deliver the fatal blow, but they can slow the entanglement and use up the strength of mighty warriors. I saw the largest giant ant in Swarm B, struggling with your whole body covered in. He swings his body violently. Dozens can be crushed at a time. But every time I break free, a new layer of ants climbs up. If he kills one, 10 will rush up. His individual strength, depleted in an endless sea of rivals. Then the battle is no longer about who is stronger, but the cruel test between physical strength and quantitative pressure. And it dawned on me, in nature, the strongest may not survive. It's the one who knows how to turn strategy into advantage. Potential species.